Hello everyone, this is actually Latica. Welcome back to Get Fixed Boy. Oh, wrong, but welcome back to Master Mode Ranger only. Today's the day we're getting our bread and butter chlorophyte. This is probably one of the most important ores for the rest of our playthrough because it's gonna let us craft chlorophyte bullets. Damn, Rox, you gotta stop doing that shit. Hi, sir. My computer I wasn't able to get a full night. I wasn't able to get a full, like, night worth of shit's like, it's still gonna grow slowly, but hopefully it is a bit better. Oh, I think it's also where I'm going to be making the plant Terraria. I don't really have any plans to fight plant terror today. Ooh, he like wow. But yeah, I don't really have any plans to fight plant terror today. I think today is going to be mainly a progression episode. Lots of mining chlorophyte, lots of getting money, just... I'm getting so sick of this bitch. Oh, thank you. Biggest floor fight right here. Bro, watch it. Watch as these guys like never give me. They're probably like never gonna give me. What's hitting me? Chlorophyte is not that bad down here. Oh, okay. Alright, I guess I can go see what I grab for right now. Good. So if I were to equip all this, okay. Alright, time to get this big ass upgrade. What the fuck was that? Ooh, I almost just died right there. Like, chlorophyll bullets are actually kind of broken. I'm about to die though. Oh, I'm dead. I have enough time. No, I do not have enough time. All my MBZs are dead. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, not the best idea. Alright, sleep through the night. I'm gonna go take my dog outside and I'm going to go get a drink. I'll be right back. Give me approximately 10 minutes. I'm just kidding, 5 minutes. Oh, they're like all. I don't exactly remember the steampunk whip in here, but it's whatever. 1 second, and I'll answer your question. I'm texting one of my friends, and I promise I will answer your question. That sucks. Alright, so how do I answer this? Alright, so I'm gonna be 100 on. Oh my god, Google Archer. That's not bad damage. That's just kind of attack. Hold on. Alright. Now I can do it. I'm sorry. Alright. My god. I'm trying to farm skeleton archers. Alright. So I'm gonna be honest. I used to play Pillar Chase too. I don't really enjoy playing Pillar Chase anymore. I don't really think it's particularly Pillar Chase's fault. I'm trying to eat this and trying to think about it so I can like discuss this better. I can make a whole discussion out of this. Short answer, I will be doing more Forsaken. I really like Forsaken. And Cool Kid is the last thing I have to level up in terms of killers. I have 1x, John Doe, and Jason to max level. Alright, so basically, kind of around the time that Forsaken was being released, I have grown incredibly bored of Pillar Chase, and that's okay. I have all sorts of burnouts. That's just who I am. I will get burnt out all the time on different games. For me, Pillar Chase was a different kind of burnout. It was a burnout that, I'm gonna be honest, I'm probably never gonna play the game like how I used to ever again. I felt that every time I went back to the game, I have liked it less and less and less. And it's like a weird burnout where the more I play it, the more I don't like it. Instead of a burnout being like, I come back to the game and I enjoy it. It's kind of like a weird drain. It's like the more I play it, the more I don't like it anymore. So I think the first issue with Pillar Chase is the fact that, like, I'm not alone in this. I know for a fact that a lot of people quit Pillar Chase because of PCX. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't really envy developers. Usually I would be like, if I care about a game enough, I would like Terraria. I mean, the developers of Terraria are basically saints, so like I can't really think anything about them. But like recently, another really big game I play is I play Nimble Marrow. It's a little late to use. This thing is not good. But a really big thing I would do with it's like Digital Extremes, developers behind Warframe. They recently started doing a weird advertising thing where they would use content creators and they would actually take the content creators like clips of their live streams. Like recently it was let me actually pull up the video. I'm gonna pull up this video. It's a bit weird. I don't think it's entirely like bad. It's just a little questionable. What the fuck is that ad, by the way? I cannot find it, but basically it was Moist Critical playing the new 1999 update, and what it boiled down to was they didn't really ask for him to be advertised. Like unless this is entirely bad, I do really like the developers behind digital streams. Imagine a almost perfect development team like Terraria. Terraria, they listen to their community, they talk to their community. Even the CEO of the fucking company talks to the community. They support other developers. Like Terraria it had a couple bad games before Terraria, or maybe during the early 2000s. But like Relogic, which is the developers behind Terraria, have really never done anything bad. So I can't find anything currently that would be inexcusable. But a game like Warframe, that was like, they're taking content creators' live streams of them glazing the fuck. Like, Moist Critical was talking about how Warframe is basically one of the best for free-to-play shooters, or just free-to-play games ever in existence. And I would agree with him. I really like Warframe. I think the developers behind that game are just like Relogic, just on a much bigger scale. It's a corporation that hasn't actually lost its touch with reality, unlike most developers nowadays. Because Terraria is made by a indie studio, they don't really count. Digital Extremes is a AA studio. It is big enough where it has multiple departments. It's not AAA, but it's very close to AAA status. And they're even making a second game currently. So this is one of their first fuck ups in a long time, and I think they can easily fix it. why I was talking about all this shit, it was because of PCX. So PCX came out, right? And it was the same thing. It was the same thing with Inkfell. Wait, like when I saw Inkfell in his testing, and people were like, "Inkfell is not that broken, bro." But I remember, I saw Inkfell early in his development, super duper early in his development. And I just fucking knew there was just something about Inkfell that looked really powerful. He looked just way too strong for the how the current game is balanced. And then he released, and what do you know? He was actually the strongest character in the game by a long shot, and had to get nerfed to the fucking ground to where we are nowadays, where he is just not a good player and a good killer in general. So that's the first fuck up, was like Inkfell was just really powerful. And then PCX, it gets early, like we have early footage of PCX. It's somehow like worse. Like he could teleport to you. He go like invisible. And that was before the teleport, but he could like send you his dimension and shit. And then he released where he could like run at supersonic speed, at the same speed as Fogborn. But unlike Fogborn, this guy he's the fastest killer in the game. It has ways to catch up to you extremely fast. So a lot of people, including me, just didn't even like PCX, and then they spent several reworks, tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of fucking just hundreds of balance changes to this guy, and he sort of isn't good today. They finally removed him from the game, and they might actually like rebalance him and just completely remake him from the ground up to be at least enjoyable to go against. And like people are still like, oh, PCX is really not that powerful. Hell, one of my friends who plays the game, he'll even say that he's not that powerful. But like, if I got a Medusa's head, that's actually crazy. But like, here's the thing. PCX literally killed the game. The game used to it might have also been Forsaken. That's real. I think Forsaken, like for me, Forsaken killed Pillar Chase for me. I no longer even want to touch Pillar Chase because Forsaken exists. I just naturally like Forsaken more than the Pillar Chase. And it kind of, that's the reason where I stopped playing Pillar Chase, was because of Forsaken. I think Forsaken is so much more enjoyable than Pillar Chase will ever be, just because of the way it's balanced. But anyways, yeah, so this shit happens, and it like the game goes from like at least 10,000, maybe 15,000 concurrent players to what we are today. This is today. If I were to open up Roblox right fucking now, look at this. This is like, this shows you just how, and most of this is PCX. There's a brand new update, literally just came out yesterday, and it only concurs like 4,000 people. Yesterday it was not yesterday, the day before the update, it was 2,000 on average in peak hours of Roblox. The game is literally dying because of one character. And then I think the other reason why is like after he came out and they nerfed him, quote unquote nerfed him, made him more, he still was just not that fun. But here's the real nail. After he came out, they somehow made several other killers that just aren't enjoyable to go against. Valem came out. I think Valem isn't like super OP, but he's just not really fun. Like, it's not really fun to dodge ranged attack because you cannot even see. You just have to hope they don't touch you. Then Stricken came out, and then the killer came out, and he has these huge ass hitboxes that make no sense. He's really punishing if you enrage him in the slightest. He's just you just can't escape from him. And then we have Stricken. I haven't gone against Stricken enough to really see how overpowered he is, but from what I have seen of him, I don't really enjoy him. From what very limited playtime I have with this guy, I do not. His tank form is really random, and I don't know how to counter the tank form yet. If ever. I don't know if I'm ever gonna spend time to try to counter him. Yeah, I think another issue is just that, like, beyond, okay, it's daytime again. I can go to the surface, but there is a archer. But yeah, it's like, then, he comes out, and like, I had a really bad situation where, like, I was being chased by a Stricken, and he turns into his monster form, and we're on Frasber fights. He has a custard in a random ass corner of the map that you're never gonna be able to find, especially mid-chase, and it just affects you through several rooms away from it. And by the time I find it, I'm like at like 20 health. So it's just the kind of like, I'm just kind of tired of Forsaken, because it feels like over time, it is losing its balance. It's getting more and more and more unfair the more the game is getting updated. And I think that's kind of sad, because like, I didn't, like Forsaken has already, not Forsaken, Pillar Chase already has balancing issues to begin with, and the fact that they're getting worse and worse and worse, and killers are more and more and more powerful is sad. And then to really put the nail in the coffin, Blade decides to add in like survivor progression. Now on paper, this is an amazing thing, you know, levels, skins for items, better animation, not animation packs, emotes, but more animation packs, more completely removing the death sound effects, for instance, that every sound effect you have is changed from out of stamina to low health to just everything. New death screams, everything new. But then they add in like all these rare perks, and on paper, again, this sounds amazing, bro. It sounds amazing, like that you can have all these perks. But then you actually use them, and they either make it super unfun to go against as a killer. Like if you have invincible and parry, it's just not really fun to play as a killer. So one, that it makes killer gameplay even less fun. And then to really nail in the coffin, now every single killer has to be reworked or balanced to actually compensate for all these new abilities. So now it makes Survivor, if you really think about it, it actually makes Survivor gameplay even worse. Because now Survivors having to go against even harder killers that are even more unbalanced and even more just not fun to go against. But now that if you're a killer, now it's also really unfun to kill Survivor. So it's just a really big lose-lose. And just the way that the game is gonna keep going, don't get me wrong, the new A01, the OC that's gonna be released soon, he looks fun as fuck to play. But he's not the only killer in the game. Also, the new Al Oni mansion they got revamped looks so fun to play in. So like, I have things that I want to check. I want to go back to Pillar Chase, and I want to enjoy the game again. But there's just a lot in Pillar Chase that makes me not want to play the game anymore. like at all. I just don't want to touch that game like ever again. My last 10 hours of the game, like in game time specifically, have been really salty, and I feel like which like I spent a lot of time in that game. I got MX to like level 90 or something. I have every killer unlocked up to stricken. I could buy every single perk basically. I have extensive knowledge of every map. I dumped so many hours into Pillar Chase. So I'm not just hating on the game as a person who I don't know what I'm talking about. I genuinely spent so much of last year and so much of this year playing the damn game. I used to only play Pillar Chase for like the longest time. And I didn't really regret any of it, but I do regret playing modern day Pillar Chase. I just think Pillar Chase kind of lost its fun factor. As for Forsaken, I say this, but I love Forsaken, bro. I was playing Forsaken last night, like with my friends at like 2 o'clock in the morning almost. Like I love Forsaken, is so fun to me. I am getting a little burnt out on Forsaken because I've been grinding so much, but it's a different kind. It's not the Pillar Chase. I'm gonna hate the game. It's more like I just need a little break for a couple of weeks, and I'll come back in a couple of weeks, kind of thing. It's nothing bad, but I'm still playing the game even with like that slight burnout. So it's not like terrible. And it's not like I hate the game, right? It's just I'm a little bored kind of burnout. Plus, I'm really ready. I'm just really ready for I'm really just getting ready for Dolly to come out. Now, I believe you also asked me about you did also ask about updates. I want to talk about, I'm not sure if you're still in the stream and you're still, like, listening, and if you are, that's amazing. If you're not, you know, you can always come back. I might make a video on it, who knows. I'm dead. There's, like, a lot in here. But, I'm about to die. A really big thing is also updates. I feel like updates are like a huge thing that you have to take consideration with the longevity of a game. Pillar Chase, to me, its updates aren't really for me anymore. I started playing the game, like I played it when it first came out, but I played it for like a singular match and just never like cared to give the game another try. And then when I first actually started playing it, it was it was whenever the water was added in. So I played the game right before all of the fucking Inkfell and PCX shit happened. And I'll be honest with you, I just don't really like having to wait so long for it just to happen in general. Like whenever I was playing Pillar Chase, I had to wait several months for anything major to come to the game. Another big thing is like Pillar Chase is constantly changing. Like the maps constantly get changed. The UI of the game constantly gets updated. The balancing is just updated constantly. The game is super inconsistent. And I feel like I have to like sometimes, like not all the time, but sometimes I feel like I have to completely relearn how to counter a killer. And that's like several killers are gonna get like revamps. It's like if I were to play the game right now, Uh, I don't entirely remember. Don't take that in a rude way. I'm just forgetful sometimes. Can you remind me, please, of what you said? Anyways, about Forsaken. Even though Gnarly has taken a lot of time to release, and maybe it's just recency biased with like just how I like Forsaken, and with but like with like the skin quality, like with the skin quality, the voice acting quality, the the fact that the game feels like I don't know how to describe it, but it feels the same as it did when launch they have, just better. To me, not Forsaken, Pillar Chase feels worse every update. But when you think of a game like Pillar Chase, I'm not Pillar Chase, Forsaken feels better with every update. The killers feel more impactful. The survivors feel more balanced. The maps feel like they play better every single update. It's like the developers, which I know this are crazy. I'm not really crazy, but like it's almost like this is the point of the game. The game actually feels balanced. It feels like the developers actually know what the fuck to do with their game and what's best for it. Unlike Pillar Chase, where they kind of just update things and hope it works. Sometimes. Not all the time, but it just how it feels like sometimes. Because when I play asymmetrical horror games, I play them to be really competitive. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I remember that message. I thought it was like something else. It was a bit more, like, I thought that message. I thought you were asking about something. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I'm done with Pillar Chase. I need a really big break. I probably won't be playing. Here's my big thing. I'm probably gonna stop playing the game. Well, I am still playing the game, but I'm probably not gonna continue playing the game for at least a year, which is a long time. But like, I have like we're already halfway through this year, so like I think we'll get more eventually. But for right now, I'm taking a break from the game, and I probably will not continue playing the game for at least a year. Another big reason why is I used to play the hell out of a game called Survive the Night, and I might make some videos of Survive the Night, or do a live stream of Survive the Night. That game's getting a sequel soon, but Survive the Night was kind of like Pillar Chase to me. I spent so many hours in that game, got like all the shit in that game. Actually, I have more progress than that. I played that game even longer than Pillar Chase. And that game died out. It has like, it averages like 50 players nowadays. I don't want to keep playing Pillar Chase when it continues to die out every single update. I want to wait a year or two because if you have been paying attention to the just the overall asymmetrical side of Roblox, Pillar Chase, and I don't count Forsake, because Forsake is more like Dead by Daylight. It's much more of a different kind of asymmetrical horror game than Pillar Chase. But in terms of games like Pillar Chase, it's gonna have a lot of competitors. We have so many. Hold on. I have a lot, so give me 1 second. I need to like find a video. I probably can't find a video at the top of my head right now. Hmm. Okay, I can't think of the games off my head, but there are so many games coming out next year that are just like Pillar Chase. Like so many Pillar Chase inspired games coming out. Basically, think of it how like we have our simulators, we have our horror games, we have our story horror games, we have our first-person shooters. Now we're gonna have asymmetrical horror games that are like Pillar Chase or for like Forsaken. For example, I don't really play these games at all. I played one of them. I didn't play the other one. I just never. All right, I'm back. Sorry, my internet turned really well. But like, this game exists. This game is like Forsaken or Pillar Chase. Think of this more like a Forsaken game. But if you also search like Die from Death, this game is also like this game's actually like getting more and more popular. But this game is like Forsaken. So Forsaken is gonna get competition, but there's also Pillar Chase, and I've said for the longest time that like Pillar Chase needs competition, and a lot. There's like Camp Cataclysm. What's the big one? There's a really big one coming out, like a huge one. I can't think of what can I think of, but it's like a huge. It's the biggest one coming out. Um, um. There's outcome memories. Um. Oh, it's Devil's Dawn. That one's huge. I don't know if I have that. I can probably change that. Or I can just friend you if that's easier. If you want to play with me. But, I'm getting poisoned to fight the life of me. Like Devil's Dawn, Camp Cataclysm, Outcome Memories, there's just tons and tons and tons of games gonna release next year. And I think with the way Pillar Chase is being handled currently and the way like that game is like turning out to be, which for Pillar Chase diehards, they might like that. But for a person like me, I'm kind of tired of Pillar Chase. I think Pillar Chase is gonna have a very big run for its money next year. I actually think that there are gonna be games like Pillar Chase that might actually kill off Pillar Chase. I'm not trying to be like, oh, this is the Pillar Chase killer, because like everybody fucking does that. Nobody really cares. If the game is good, the game is good. Who cares? But like, I do genuinely think, like, to me, where is he? Ouch. But like to me, a really big thing was like Forsaken con. I think Forsaken stole a lot of players from Villages. I think it's gonna keep happening. I think it's gonna be more games coming out next year, and they're gonna like tear apart. I think they're gonna absolutely destroy Pillar Chase, which is like unfortunate, but that's just how the market is. And what like Pillar Chase has issues that I think these games can fix and make their own games like Pillar Chase, but they can actually be better than Pillar Chase. I don't count Forsaken. I mean, I'm not really like a content creator. I'll add you though. Let me just like this. I'll like leak your username. Did you send me a friend request? I mean, I guess I'm a content creator, but I'm not a really big content. I mostly do YouTube just for like fun, just for the fun of it. Profile. Valentino. All right, I accepted it. I might be on later after this stream, but I'm not sure. Do you have Discord? Oh, I need this. Do you have Discord? Because I can send you my my Discord username if you want to like talk outside of like live streams. All right, I'm gonna sell these. I'm not using melee weapons. All right. I've been grabbing a lot of stuff. What do I gotta do? Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna pull the Wikipedia. I'm a little. I could probably fight like Terraria now. I go for this rough guy because I'm gonna choose what weapons I'm gonna use or not. Please. Wherever you here. Okay, we basically have all the weapons we need. I need. I still don't have a quiver though. I feel like I want a quiver before I like fight her. I guess I could fight her now. She shouldn't be that bad. This isn't master mode. That hurt. Uh-huh. Zach, when are you gonna be on, bro? All right. Oh my god. Okay, I watched you grab this. Like I would like burned in my ammo. I need to constantly mine. This fight actually should not be that hard. No moth dust. I can't make moth wings yet. That hurts. A lot. Paul's rifle is actually really good. I didn't think it was actually going to be this good. Listen, Sir Revolver, I need you to drop me a quiver so I can make my bow more lethal. Oh, by the way, Zach, if we are gonna play modded Terraria, I need to find out which mod has what's called the City Buster, because it blows up a giant ass hole that's like this big. It's like this fucking big on the map, and you can like, and then you have separate because that way, whenever we're playing, you won't have to like do what I'm doing and make really big ass arenas for fights. You have, if you're fighting a boss on a ground like Plantera, you have to make your arena. The game does not give you arena. You have to either fight it in a small ass cave or dig a hole and make the arena yourself. So if we do that, we can just skip all the boring ass shit. There's another one that summons in like a giant ass like platform, and we can also do that in hell for like wall of flesh. But Wall of Flesh arenas usually take like 30 minutes to build anyways. I'm not really worried about that. I'm more worried about city busters. Those will make just even arena building really easy. As for this, it's just a really long ass platform, and it has to be like about like this long in expert mode. It does not have to be nearly as long in expert mode than master mode. So I'm not really worried about the auto platform shit. I'm just worried about city busters to make arenas really easy to build. You still have to like build the arena. It just makes a big ass hole for the arena to be building, which is just like shit like platforms and stuff. I don't know. You might like new pillages. I don't really like new pillages. Alright. I'm gonna try to actually fight her. With my current setup. Alright. I'm gonna see if I can fight Plantera with the gear that I have currently. So, what are your thoughts on Forsaken over Pillar Chase? I mean, I feel a little constricted, but I feel like I can still live through this. I could probably actually dig this out, though. Wouldn't that hurt? To be a little less restricted, in at least one aspect. Well, that's why you that's why you have to, like, sometimes you have to server hop and you have to look for a server that fits your playstyle. I tend to play on easier servers because I prefer to have a more enjoyable time than playing on a purely competitive level. Sometimes I'll bug it out, but oh, I'm dead. I'm actually dead. I'm actually dead. I'm so dead. Yeah. While I agree that most updates are almost entirely cosmetic things, I do think that the way they do the cosmetics and the way they do the balancing and the way they do everything, it's much better than most games. Like, to me, even like the way I see it is like this update might add in like a map or two, and then this map could make the game significantly more fun, because I think the more the maps we have, the more fun we have. Plus, I'm pretty sure next update is supposed to be like next month anyways. And then the developers have already stated that going forward, every update should not take nearly as long. I hope this is long enough. I don't really want to keep doing this. I kind of want to like just kill Plantera. I don't think this is big enough. I think I will have to go for bigger. I'm really close. I just stuck it out. And unless she does that, it goes in my way. I'm going the wrong way. Where is she? Oh, she really hurts. Maybe if I had like one more layer, it would be a bit better. That just hurt. The second phase is going to be much harder though. Alright, here we go. I'm going to use this to pierce. Oh, I'm dead. Oh yeah. Okay, I need a big arena. I'm actually gonna cheat because I'm tired of making these big arenas. I'm just gonna do it this way. I'm gonna just do it this way. I don't really feel like making a big arena. I just want to play the game. I don't even have platforms on me, so that's magical. I don't need it much bigger. I just need a bit. I just need to be bigger. This area is fine. I just need an extra layer right here. Wait, what? Rip. Did I kill her? Yeah, I just needed this bigger thing. This looks way more manageable. He's alright. What was my biggest stream? I have no idea. Oh, it's gonna be kind of hard to figure out. 17, 10, 18, 11, 31, 19, 36, 61, 34, 38, 66, 28, 15, 24, 27, 46, 35, 31, 106, 58, 407, 100, 157, 104, 132. So yeah, my biggest live stream would indeed be Get Fixed Play Part 1. As for my longest video, not longest video, my most popular video, it's going to be reacting to the Boiled One Phenomenon VR. That has gotten me at least 30,000. Alright, there's where it's a little far away, but I think I should be able to make it. Alright. Now that the arena is significantly bigger, it's just gonna be much easier. Alright. Ow, I hurt. Woo-hoo-hoo! That's unlucky. That's so unlucky. That is so unlucky. That is extremely unlucky, bro. Alright, I'm taking a break. I'm so fucking bored.